Just bring me up. My Facebook family, I think we live. I want to do this to Facebook right now. Just give them a good old whopping upside the head. That's what I want to do. I didn't let you down, though. I stuck with it. That's part of it, right? You got to keep on keeping on until you get it done, guys. I got to give a big round to my team here for sticking with it, figuring it all out. Let's all give Justin a big round of applause. Jill didn't want to give him a round of applause. I don't know why. So, hey guys, this is Zack Childress, your real estate coach. Thanks for hanging in there and keeping your eyes out for me. We are running late. Why? We had some challenges, but it's not a problem. It's a challenge. Why? Because all challenges can be overcome. And they can be overcome if you stay with it. This is such a great learning lesson for you guys. It is a learning lesson that says sometimes things get hard, right? And sometimes we want to quit. It would have been so easy for me to say to my team, don't worry about it. We'll get to it next week, right? Let it be done. But that's not what we did. I wanted to get you guys. I wanted to come back to you. I wanted to give you a message. I wanted to bring some more value to you guys. And that's why we kept pushing through and we kept on and we kept on. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to hear this message live, but at least we'll get it out there and we'll get people involved through the replay and all that. So, hey, if you're just joining me, thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back to me, man. Thanks for coming back. So we are here. We are live. I am Zack Childress, your real estate coach. And today is Wednesday. We normally go live at 1:30 Eastern time zone, but we are going live at 12:16 or 1:16 2:16 Eastern time zone. So, hey, if you're here, jump on board. Tell me where you're from. I know we had some people coming on earlier on some of the other stuff. We had Daryl Wells. He said he just received my book, and he said, great read. Love the videos. So thanks, Daryl, for posting that on the other video that we had. I think that's great. We also had some other people popping on. Steve said he was going to hang with us. Hopefully Steve came back. And hopefully, I know there was John had came on. Hopefully, John came back.
Says I'm back.
Oh, John is back, even after I beat him up yesterday. Thanks for coming back, John. Hey, listen, we got a powerful message today, and the message was so powerful, I was not willing to throw in the towel when we were having challenges with Facebook. I wanted to get this thing back up and running because I did not want to be one of those guys that allowed excuses to control my destiny. My destiny. So, hey, if you're just joining me, I want to introduce you to the one and the only Jill. So, hey, great message today. Today's message is all about what is success and why what you think success is really not success for most people. Unless you're a little bit advanced and you understand the true meaning behind your life, you might be with me, okay? So listen, if you're just joining me, come on board. Tell me where you're from. If you got any questions for me, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to talk to you about them. I'd love to share some information. I am not going to stay on here for a full hour today, only because we ran so far behind. So I'm going to try to keep it short, to the point, get you a great message that you can keep moving through the week with, and that will help you be empowered for this week, for your journey. You know, that's what I love about Wednesdays, right? Wednesdays is the day that we got to get recharged. It's the day that we got to say, hey, what am I doing? How am I getting there? And what do I need to keep doing this week to keep pushing forward? So, what?
Can we rename Wednesdays?
What are we going to name it?
I think it should be the reverse hump day.
The reversed hump day. Well,
yes.
We can talk about that. So that's important to know. Hey, what does John have to say?
John, he said, I'm back. John Green from MD. Got people listening to my approach, and it's going to happen.
Good job, John.
Daryl, he says, I'm back. Don from Lexington, Kentucky is
Kentucky boy.
Robin is only saying hello to me. She's not saying
Oh, well, thanks a lot, Robin. Sorry. Are you mad at me because I got full? Hey, listen to this. I want to talk about this. Is that we did have a little bit of a problem earlier, a little challenge, and so don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, guys. I stuck it out. I came back on here for you guys. So, Robin, you better say hi to me too. Don't be mad at me. Show me state, Daryl says. Love
Missouri.
it. Missouri. I'm all about the show me state. That's what I'm all about, the show me state.
Harley's on.
All right, so listen up, guys. What is today about? Well, let me tell you something. I like the love. Hey, listen, I just dropped my chair. If you're just joining me, this is Zack Childress. I am your real estate coach, and this is our Dig Deeper on Wednesday. We do it live every Wednesday at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone, except for today. So, but what today's show's all about is what is success? What is success? What does success mean to you? I want you to type that out for me. In the comment box, I want you to write out for me what you think success is to you. Not others, not what people think of you, not what people think it is, but what does success mean to you? Write that out for me. I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Ariana is back. She said, hello, glad you are alive now.
Good, I am alive. I'm alive and well. But this is what I want to do to Facebook. Pat, 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 pat. I'm working on my jabs over here. Pow, right? That's what I'm working on.
Robin says, we love you too.
Thanks, Robin.
Steve says, I'm back.
Good job, Steve. Thanks for hanging in there with me, buddy.
Felix says, family.
Family. What is success? Family. Man, I love that. Family is success, right? Family is so powerful. It's a comfort zone. It's a commodity. Do you understand why I call it a commodity? Because it's limited. Right? Family is limited in so many ways because our love for our family is, it's bigger than it could ever be, but we're limited, right? Because why? If we don't go out and make the right connections, and let me explain something. Family is more than just blood. You know, we are limited to our blood family because there's so many of them, but we're also limited in our unblood type family, which is deep friendships, deep bonds, because we don't have a lot of those. Let me be clear on that. I always say it like this. We have a lot of what's called falsified friends. Write that down. We have a lot of falsified friends. What is a falsified friend? A falsified friend is somebody that you say hi to when you see them. You know, if you're doing business with them, they're your friend. But when you stop doing business with them, you never hear from them again, right? That's a falsified friend. That's somebody with an ulterior motive. And there's a lot of those people out there. So family is a commodity, and you need to take it that way. It's a precious commodity. Daryl says what? Reaching life goals. Mm-hmm. Yes, life goals is definitely a sign of success, and I'm going to break that down for you there, Daryl.
Robin says family, faith, and freedom.
Family, faith, and freedom. I would change that to faith, family, and freedom.
John says being able to accomplish deals that'll help you as well as others.
Ah, I like that. That is more of a fellowship process, right? Doing something that's not only going to benefit you, but you benefit from the something that you're doing for others. Listen to what I just said there. You want to, in life, to be successful. You want to benefit from something that you're doing to help others. If you're doing something of value that's helping others and you're benefiting from it, then yes, you're successful at that.
Daryl says the 5 F's.
I love it. Yes, I'm all about the 5 F's. You know that. That's our core foundation here. Faith, family, freedom, fitness, and fellowship.
Carly says living up to my self-concept daily, being disciplined and doing what makes me happy.
Dad a girl. Dad a girl. Home run. I like my punching bag. This is a good thing for me right here.
We'll have to call it knockout, though, rather than home run.
I need to draw a little face on it. You know what I mean?
Wilson.
Don says, be successful means be able to support myself in the limits of life that I want to live. I wouldn't change. I'd change limits out of there. I'd say to support myself in all the things in life that I want.
Read it.
So success, you guys are thinking forward. And see, this is why I say, what is success? It's usually not what you think it is, because a lot of people think of success as moving forward. What do I need to do to be successful? Where do I need to go to be successful? What do I need to achieve to be successful? And this is where I'm going to throw a curveball at you. Okay. So, hey, J-Dog, my video ninja that got me back on Facebook. Can we roll this video? So here's the thing. I got a video I want you to watch. It's really short, but it is going to help you understand that success really has nothing to do with the forward momentum, but it has everything to do with where you came from. Let's roll that video.
Hey guys, Zack Childress here. I want to come to you today only because I get this question a lot, and it really pertains to you as well as it does me, and that is, what is success? You know, there's a misconception in any journey through real estate that success is the equivalent of how large your bank account is, and that is the farthest from the truth. Success to you and to me could be completely different things. But if I was to look at me and share with you my outlook on success, it has nothing to do with the number of zeros in my bank account. It has nothing to do with the houses and the cars and the boats and the traveling. It has nothing to do with any of that. Success has everything to do with where I've come in my life versus where I started at. And that's something you have to think about. Don't always look at what the hill in front of you and how big it is. Take small steps and realize that there's a success that's created with every small step that you take. So think about where you started a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, and look at where you are today and what you've done, and that's success. Also, as you grow and you start to develop, success is created in multiple ways, and it's the lifestyle in which you live. It's the ability to know and understand that you are in a position now in life that you weren't, say, 3 years ago or 2 years ago or even 1 year ago. That is a level that you have to start to recognize of success. And that is where you start to really understand what success really means to you, as well as it does for me. I look at success in my life as the ability to contribute to my community, to contribute to my kids' school, be a youth leader in the church, be part of my kids' activities and their coaching sports, and always be available and around. Because for me, it's not the monetization, it is the time in which that we get back and that we achieve through the different aspects of what we're doing or where we've gone or where we've came from. That is what you have to think about. Not where you are right now, but where you started and where you're going. Once you've identified that, then and only then will you start to achieve the understanding of success and how deep it runs inside of you and how you're achieving it every day. You may not realize it yet, but you are. So don't measure your success on how much money you make. Measure your success on what you've achieved, and even the small wins are successful. So keep being successful in your journey. Keep coming back and learning. I'd love to see you at an event. Be on our Facebook page. Watch what we do. Learn. Every step you take forward is a success. This is Zach, and I hope that helped you today. See ya.
Hey, sorry guys, I was watching it too. So listen, this is why I was saying earlier, you got to understand what success is. It has nothing to do with what you want to achieve, right? Think real deep about this. Success has everything to do with measuring where you came from and where you are today. That is success, right? And so how do you know if you're a successful person? Well, look back a year from now. Have you grown? Have you endeavored in your adventures? Have you started doing some of your bucket list? Have you educated yourself to make growth happen? That is success. It's the small wins that get you to the great wins, right? You're not a home run hitter. You're a base hit hitter. They win the games. But you have to be awake and you have to be aware long enough to be able to say, look, I am successful. I'm getting up every day and doing something today that I didn't do yesterday. I'm getting up every day and I'm building momentum in my business that allows me to look back a year from now and say, look how far I came. I'm growing. Look where I was 3 years ago. Look where I am today. Look where I was 2 years ago. Look where I am today. That is success. See, what happens is with a lot of people is they start to predict success is only once they have achieved something. And that's why they fail, because it may take them 3 to 5 years to achieve that idealistic lifestyle. And so they don't think that they're getting there fast enough. They don't think that they're getting there quick enough, or that they're not getting there in the way that they think they should. And the problem with that is they're not understanding what success is. Success is the small wins along the journey. That's what success is. It's about living the best life you can live right now by recognizing the little things you're doing every day is building you to become more successful. Not to just be successful, but to become more successful along your journey. And when you can identify that, and when you can really step back for a moment and say to yourself, I'm winning the journey. I'm achieving something every day to be in this journey. That and only then is when you start to realize you're already successful. You're already successful. Success has nothing to do with the money. Success has nothing to do with how many deals you've done. Success has nothing to do with the cars, boats, trains, planes, whatever. Success has everything to do with you and your ability to grow and your ability to achieve something better every day as you move forward. That's what success is. And when you can change your mindset and you can start to recognize the things that are making you move forward, you become successful. The other side to that is this, is it's overcoming the daily challenges. It's overcoming the daily obstacles. It's overcoming the no's and the you can't do this and this isn't going to work and that's not right. And it's overcoming all of that on a daily basis so that you can say, look, I'm still moving forward. Are there going to be days where you're not going to move forward? Of course there are. But as my coach once said to me a couple of months back, he said, Zach, I would rather you measure the good days over the bad days every week. How many good days did you have this week versus bad days? And as long as your good days are more than your bad days, then you're moving forward. And that is power, right? And you know what the power in this is? It's the simplicity of this. It's the simplicity of saying, I don't need to have this major goal that's going to weigh me down and just hold me back because it seems so far away. It seems so unreachable that I don't feel like mentally I'm getting there. And what that does is it changes your mindset. It changes your drive. It changes your energy level. It changes your passion because you start to feel defeated. Listen to me when I say keep it simple. You've heard me say this over and over. Simplicity is what reaches your goals. Overcomplicating and stacking too many goals on top of you creates you in a position of overwhelmingness. Is that a word? Overwhelmingness? Overwhelmingness creates frustration. It creates cloudiness. It creates anxiety. It creates all the negative type energy that stops you from moving forward. So stay committed to the small wins. So let me ask you this. If you are committed to me and what I'm telling you, I want you to type in KIZ, K-I-S-Z. Some of you know what that is. Type in KIZ. Let me know you're with me on the small wins. The small wins win the race. Let me see it. KIZ. KIZ.
Christy, she said, Zach, you are successful because you provide value and have your priorities right.
You know, I appreciate that, Christy, but I'm a work in progress. And I say that just because I'm very realistic about life, right? I adore you, Christy. I really do. You and Toby and all the people that keep coming back to hear my message. I adore you guys. And at the end of the day, what I also know is this, is that you guys look up to me. And I hold that with the highest honor there is. And because of that, I know that I have to constantly be working on me. I have to constantly be working on my integrity. I have to constantly be working on my willingness to give more information than anybody else. I have to constantly be working on my skill sets and my strategies and my ability to develop highly successful coaching students, highly successful investors out of you guys. I'm always working on me, because I know that I have great students and fans like you looking to me for advice. I don't take that lightly. I don't look at that and say, oh, whatever. No. I go to bed every night thanking the good Lord above that he's put me in a spot in my life to be an influencer, and I don't want to be a negative influencer. I want to be a positive influencer. I want to give, I want to support, and I want to help, and I want to grow as a community like we're here today. And listen, do me a favor. If you like what I'm putting down today in this message, this is a deep message. This is Dig Deeper on Wednesday. I want you to share this. I want you to share this message with people. And people need to understand what is success, and they need to really understand that they may be predicting success is how much money they can get in their bank account. That's not what it is. Share my message. Get it out there. Let's create ripples. Let's put it out there and get people to wake up to what success really is. It starts internally by, one, appreciating yourself and respecting where you've gotten to this far in your journey.
Rob says, definitely been successful this year because of you, Zach.
Rob, you're the man. I'll have cupcakes and pineapple juice with you. I don't know why I said that, but
pineapple juice and cake.
I'll eat grilled cheeses and chocolate milk with you, though.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtle!
Ninja Turtles.
Kids, that's right. Type it in, guys. Keep it simple with Zach. That's what it's about. Remember, today's message is about what is success. Has nothing to do with where you're going. Has everything to do with recognize where you've come to, right? That's what it's about. And it's about recognizing you guys need to share this message. Listen, if you share this message and you teach others how to take control of their life, then you've done a service. You've done something great for someone else. You've not just consumed the information, but you've shared that information with someone else. Listen, I don't need you to tell me anything about me. I don't need anything about me. Only thing I need you to do, if you want to compliment me or give me a good job, Zach, share my message. That's all I want you to do. Share it. Just share it and make ripples with me. Make ripples, and we together can make a difference in people's lives. That is the true me right there. I want to affect every single person I run into. And here's what I know about life, okay? You'll run into people all the time. Some are going to be good people. Some are going to be bad people. Some of them you're actually going to have a connection with and find spirituality, and you're going to find great things that you like together. But the other thing is you got to embrace those moments, because not all of them will last. Not all of them are meant to last. Not all of them are meant to go anywhere other than what you've experienced with them in this current moment. But what you have to understand is in that moment, you need to uplift someone. You need to help them with something, inspire them, push them to do other things that they wouldn't have done normally. Help them overcome the victim mentality and the excuses. That is success.
So Robin says it helps having positive people around you.
Yes.
Talon says, well, he's just bringing up where we had tech issues. Yes, we did absolutely have some tech issues. We have a bunch of kids. And then, let's see here. Rob says, love you, brother, but those don't go together.
I know, man. I was just putting it out there.
John says, kids personifies you.
Thanks, John. Love you, man.
Then Talon, I lost my stuff. Talon says, Zach, I really should have learned about your program before now. You are the real deal.
Talon, first off, I appreciate that. Now share the message. But Talon, I say it to people all the time. I'm like, look, there's a lot of noise out there in the market, right? A lot of noise. And I would just rather show you who I am and what I can do. And so that's why I do these lives. That's why I do them. Because here's my theory. I don't need to sit here and tell you about it. Just hang out with me, be around, learn from me, and you will see it for yourself. So Talon, I appreciate that, my friend. But now share the message, because I promise you there's other people out there that are being consumed with the noise, and they need somebody to break through that noise for them. They need somebody to step in and do this right here to them. They need somebody to say, hey, wake up, man. Wake up, man. Get in the game, man. Get in it. Get in it. Right?
Don, he says, I can appreciate the small successes, but I need the ones to help pay the way to move forward financially.
Oh, Don, stop. The small successes are those. That's what you need to recognize. All those small successes are what pave the way to the larger success. You have to recognize those. You have to be in those moments and say, look, I'm creating small wins the whole way, and my path is getting clear now. My path is starting to build. My path is turning from a dirt road to a rock road. Now it's turning to a paved road. Now I got street lights. Now I got a buggy to take me down it. It's the small wins, my friend.
The yellow brick road.
The yellow brick road, which never led to Dr. Oz.
No. Which I think that could actually be very psychological to goals, because you'll never be perfect.
Yes, that's so true. Listen, bless my brother's soul. He's not with us anymore. But my brother was the type that was a big dreamer. Like, man, he had some dreams that were just huge dreams. The problem with being that big of a dreamer is that when he would set out to go get it done, and all the little things that had to be done started popping up on him and he didn't think about those, he would quit and he wouldn't go forward. Where I was just the opposite. I had big goals, but I would say, okay, but what are all the little things I need to do to be able to build to that? And, and that's the difference in, wanting it right now and being patient. There's a great book if you guys ever read the Bible, and it's the book of Job's, and it's about patience. It's about understanding that everything is for a reason, and we have to be patient, and we have to have faith in our ability to keep moving forward. It's one of my favorite books in the whole Bible. So,
Christy, she said that is why we think without counsel our plans will fail. I read that today.
I like it, Christy.
Don said, thanks, Zach. Toby said, Christy, you're so right. And Verda, she says, small success is your stepping stone in life.
That's it. That's it. That is it right there. Man, that's it. That's it right there. You got it, Verda. Love it, girl.
Yeah. Could you imagine if you looked at everything and was like overwhelmed? You'd really be like,
listen, people say to me all the time when I start coaching people, I'm like, all right, here's all I want you to do. I just want you to do this, 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 and this. And they look at me and they're like, well, what about all this other stuff? Well, don't worry about it. Well, don't I need to know about it? Yeah, you'll learn about it over time, but I don't need you focusing on that. I need you just focusing on this right here. I just want you to go do this. If you do this and come back to me, then I'll give you this. And then when you do this and come back, then I'll give you this. The reason that I know that works is because I've been coaching and being a consultant for years. And I know that if I sit down with you and start telling you everything you need to do in this business, you're going to freeze up. You're going to make excuses. Well, I need this and this and this and this, and I need that. That's what you're going to do, because that's what you're going to hear. That's why I understand, to be a highly successful consultant and coach, I have to break down this business into micro bites. I have to break it down into micro bites and just say, just do this. And it pisses some people off, because why? They want to know it all. And I'm like, well, if I tell you it all, you ain't going to do nothing. No, all right, I'll prove it to you. Here's everything. Blah, right? 2 weeks later, what'd you do? Nothing. Well, why not? Why, I didn't know where to start. Well, you said you wanted to know everything. Sometimes I have to give them what they want to prove to them what they think they want is not what they need. You understand the concept behind that? Most people, what they think they want is not what they need. They think they want all this right now, but what they need is small bites to build up to where they need to go. And that sometimes is really hard for some people to recognize. And they want to just go in right now and make money. Well, this isn't get rich overnight thing, man. This takes time. You got to put the work in. You got to learn. You got to have the journey. You got to get in and get in and get in and get in every day. You got to get up. You got to be ready. You got to get dressed. You got to present yourself for the day, and you got to get out and hustle, man. That's what you got to do. Nobody's going to give it to you. Listen, You need to hustle so hard for so long until you become the person that you don't even have to hand out business cards anymore. That's where your drive needs to be. Somebody told me that 10 years ago. And I remember I said, man, that's where I want to be. I want to be to a point in my life that I don't even have to hand business cards out. And I'm fortunate that I've reached that point in my life. People ask me all the time, you got a business card, Zach? Nope. Well, why not? Well, I haven't bought business cards in 5 years. like if you want to know about me, I'm everywhere, right? Like, it's not hard to figure out about me. I'm an open book. Jeez, it's all over the place.
Now have your people contact my people.
Yes, I do that a lot. Hey, call Jill. Here's Jill. This is Jill's email. This is Jill's phone number. Oh, you're on this side of the screen. This is Jill. This is Jill's email. This is Jill's phone number.
So Steve says, when feeling like you haven't gone far, just look back at how far you've come.
That's the whole message today, Steve.
Yep. And Christy said, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Well, that's like the old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you put an elephant in the freezer? One piece at a time.
Rob says, can't see the tree because of the forest. Plant one tree at a time and you'll have your forest.
It's very true, Rob.
Toby says, some people are not self-starters.
They're really not. Some people just need a lot of help.
Yeah.
They really do. But that's okay. Look, I don't mind helping people that need a lot of help. I really don't, as long as they take the information and actually do something with it. I can't tell you how many people say they want the information, but then they don't do anything with it. They just don't. So, and listen, I'm not trying to come off like I'm trying to be hard on people, but you got to understand my side of it, right? I'm just a normal guy that lives a normal life that has created a lot of success in my life and helped thousands of other people create success in their life internationally, which I like saying that because we are an international company. But I get people all the time that just want to have me tell them how to build their business, teach them how to do everything, but they're not going to do it. I know they're not going to do it. I can have literally a conversation with somebody about what it takes to grow their business, and I can look in their eyes and I can see their freaking soul. And I know in that moment that person will never achieve success. I know it. And why do I say that? Because you got to understand, I've had that conversation with thousands of people. And the ones that make the most success out of their lives are the ones that stop talking negative and stop saying they can't, stop saying time is my enemy, I don't have money. They don't even bring that up. You know what they say? They say, I'll figure it out. That's what they say. I'll figure it out. They understand that the only person in control of their life is them. I'll give you a prime example. A guy I own a company with today, Ian Flanagan, highly successful real estate investor. First time I ever met him was in Dallas, Texas at one of my seminars. And he gave me a ride to the airport because I was getting out of there. And he said, man, look, I want to work with you. I said, dude, I'm not cheap, man. I'm very expensive. But I said, but it would be the best investment you ever make. And I said, but you got to be willing to do some hard work. And he said, man, I've been working hard my whole life. He said, I've been working hard my whole life. And I said, well, man, what's holding you back? And here's his answer to me. He said, I am. And I knew in that moment that that guy would be successful. I knew in that moment that he didn't try to blame, oh, well, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or I need this. He didn't blame nobody but whom? Himself. That's all. He said, it's me. He said, it's me. I'm holding me back. But with a guy like you, I could break free. But he knew in that moment it was him that was holding him back. And when I heard that, you got to understand, that was like a grilled cheese and chocolate milk for me. That was like music to my ears. I was like, dude, you're going to be successful. I knew it in that moment. I was like, you're going to be successful. Because the problem that we have with people who want success is they think they don't have the success they want because of something they don't have, or somebody that hasn't given it to them, or somebody did something to them to stop them. Let's call it what it is, right? That's what it is.
John, he says, Zach, you're the only person that really believes what he's saying, and I have people interested, and I'm only half sure. Sounds like a little bit of fear might be holding him
What?
back.
Zach, you're the only person that really believes what he's saying.
Yes, he has people interested, and he's only half sure. I believe he's trying to communicate some fear is holding him back in his business.
John, the only reason that you, and I'm going to try to read through this text here, the only reason that you would be half sure is because you don't believe that you can execute. And that's the truth. I talk to people all the time, like, why don't you raise money? Well, I don't know. Well, the reason they don't raise money is because they're not confident that they can execute once they raise the money, right? You know, it's one thing to get the money. It's another thing to deploy the money and execute, right? And the only way you can build that confidence, John, is you got to look deep inside and say, I am the only plan I have. There is no plan B. There is no plan C. There's only plan A. Listen, you understand that's how I built my business, John? I went into this and I said to myself, there's no plan B. Plan A is real estate. That's all I got. I can't pick up the phone and call mommy and daddy and say, help me out. I can't pick up the phone and call a rich uncle or a rich aunt. I didn't have any of that. Okay? I only had me. And the only person I was willing to invest in was me. Because I knew at the end of the day, I was going to hold myself accountable. And I also knew that if I gave myself a plan B or a plan C, then I was just giving myself a freaking excuse to say, oh, well, if plan A don't work, I got plan B. Oh, well, if plan A don't work, I got plan C. And if plan B don't work, I got plan Z, right? Freak, I could go through the whole alphabets with backup plans. But I didn't want that in my life. I only wanted to give myself one plan. And that meant I had to believe in me more than anything, guys. Just like you got to believe in you more than anything. Who cares what other people say? Who cares what other people think? You be the salt and the light in your life. And then other people will come to you because of your attraction of leadership. Ooh, share that message right there. Yes. You be the salt and light in your light, and then you will attract other people to come to you because of your leadership in your life. Somebody write that down. That was powerful right there. I'm going to say it one more time. You be the salt and the light in your life, and then you will attract other people to your leadership because of your light. That is what we want. And that only comes from belief in yourself, guys. That only comes from saying, I am only going to get me so far in life. I'm only going to get me so far in my business. I've got to get some help. I got to get somebody to come in and help me grow. And now I can believe in me. And that starts with you. Look, I get it. A lot of people want it, but a lot of people don't understand what want it really means. Scrap plan B, scrap plan C, scrap plan D, E, F, H, I, J, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Stick to plan A. That's all you got, guys.
Don, he said about the fear. He said, yeah, that's me too. Ed said, I need to get on the other side of fear. Christy, she said, accepting responsibility for your actions and taking ownership of your mistakes. That is what Ian did.
That's right.
Toby said, that's right, Christy. Don said, that's so right. I am the only plan I have. You're the man, Zach.
You got it, Don.
Christy said, good point, Zach. Talon says, hi, Toby, and thank you. Toby said, you're very welcome. So there's some fellowship going on there. And Don said, preach it, Zach.
Preach it, brother.
It.
We're in the South, man. I'm going to preach it over here. Get me started over here now. I just love what I do. You understand? Preaching is such a broad word. A lot of times people think it has a negative connotation, but preach is when you love the message you're creating. That's what it means. So burn the bridge. Sorry,
Plan A is... Would you say, sorry, Jill?
Yeah, I'm reading your messages
okay.
over here. Listen, listen, let me be clear with you, Steve. I don't believe in burning the bridge.
No, don't burn
I just believe put a roadblock up so you don't go through it anymore. So anyways, hey, listen, guys, I'm going to stay with you for a few more minutes, and I'm going to get out of here. I have to do some self-promotion preservation myself, which is with my daughter. So I have to go to the school and have a teacher-parent conference. And I got to be there at 3 o'clock my time. So why? Because I believe in making sure that they're uplifted. I believe in making sure that they're being treated fairly in school. I believe in making sure I hold them accountable. I believe in making sure that I'm pushing them to be better. And I believe that that requires me to be on the same page with their teacher on a regular basis so that I can say, hey, how's she doing? What does she need to do better? What can I help her with? What can we do together as a team? You, the teacher, me, the parent. I believe in that. I don't just preach it to you guys do it yourself and me to do it myself. I do it with my kids. Because why? I'm cultivating them into being leaders in today's market before they even get out of school.
Steve said, well, yes, no burning. Maybe like the match and like just don't throw the gasoline on it.
Yeah.
Let it have a slow burn.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right.
Steve, and Toby said, Steve, you're so funny.
Steve is a good guy.
Yes.
I like Steve.
I do too.
What else you guys got for me today? The message today was, what is success? And it's not what you think it is, right? It's not what you think it is. It's not the forward vision of success, but it's recognizing where we came from and where we are today. I feel like I'm leaning over into this mic a lot.
I feel like I'm like...
Justin would probably tell me, dude, they can hear you just fine if you just sit up and talk. But I feel like I got to be like this.
Everybody's gone quiet.
You guys gone quiet. Hey, listen, do me a favor. Share this message, okay? Share the message. Get it out there. This is a good message today. It's a great message today. Work on your left-hand jab while you're at it. Anything else from you guys? If not, I'm going to wish you a peaceful day, and I want to make sure you guys are with me today. Aww. I'm sorry I had a little hiccup there, but we stayed with it. Why? I'm not a quitter, man. We didn't give up. I got to give it up for Justin here. Everybody say thanks, Justin, on the here today. Everybody put a comment in there and say thanks, Justin. He's the behind-the-scene ninja. You guys don't get to really see him. But he's the whole reason all this comes together for you guys. I just stand in front of the camera and talk. He puts it all together. So,
Christy, she says, your child is one of the greatest gifts you have in life.
You're very correct. It's my seed.
Toby said, I'm so encouraged.
Good, Toby. Good, Toby. Good, Toby. Yeah, give Justin some love, guys. Give him some love. Let him know you guys love him. You guys wouldn't have this without him.
Steve, he said, thanks, Zach, Jill, and Justin.
Good job. There we go. Good job, guys.
Oh, hey. Matt, he says, how do you change the mindset from what your brother's was to yours?
Where did Matt come from? He's been creeping in the background. Hey, Matt, good to have you on here, buddy. How did I change the mindset from what my brother's was to mine? Well, I don't know if I changed it. What I recognized, I was aware. I'm a very aware individual. I've been aware my whole life. I'm a processor of information in my surroundings on a constant basis. Some people say I overanalyze, and that's probably true. But I just saw that, he had great ambition. He had great drive, but his drive was way up here, and he wouldn't recognize that to get to Z, you got to go start with A. He wanted to jump right into Z, which like a lot of people in business do, especially real estate. They want to jump in to make $1 million, and then when they don't make it, they give up. And I saw that firsthand, and I realized in that moment, like, he's missing a crucial component, and that is the steps it takes to get to where he wants to be. And so I think it wasn't about changing anything. It was just me being aware and being in a state of openness. And I recognized, that there was some missing pieces there and that he needed to fix.
You did help me with that. So you did help change your mindset on that, because you remember how quick I used to be, and I was always in a rush.
Yeah.
So slow it down.
Yeah, slow it down, man. Slow it down.
Toby says, folks, we're on our way. Let's go to Dallas, Texas. Ariana says, thank you for today's message. Great message.
Thank you, Ariana. And with that, I'm going to say sayonara. Hey, remember, this is Zack Childress, your real estate coach. Do me the biggest favor you can. Share this message. This was a great message today. Share it, share it, share it, share it, share it, share it. Get it out there, guys. I love all of you for being here. I love all my comebackers, my community. I love the way you guys work with each other and talk with each other. I love what we're doing here, what we're building. I love everything about this. So keep doing it. We're coming back next week. We've got an event in Dallas. A lot of you are coming to it. It's sold out. Once again, I'm flattered and I'm very honored that you guys rush to get to my events when we put one up. You guys are going to be blown away at what we do in Dallas. I promise you that. Anyways, this is your real estate coach. I am Zack Childress. Come back next week, and I'll see you guys. Love you.